1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's Steve. That's Steve. That's Steve. You got me? Good, Brendan?
I got you.
Oh,
you got me, Steve?
Yeah, I got you.
Sweet.
Good, good. Josh, you ready? All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Assumption High School for tonight's girls basketball non-conference action. It is a visiting Pacelli Cardinals and the home Assumption Royals. We got a whole crew on the deck for you tonight. Steve Mapes, Brendan Retzloff, Josh Bush, and Olivia Zimmerman here tonight from Assumption High School. Reminder that the pregame show brought to you by Nakusa Port Edward State Bank. At Nakusa Port Edward State Bank, you can expect an experience filled with individualized personal care unique to you and your business. Their more than 100 years of serving the Wisconsin Rapids area makes them your neighbors, your friends, and your family. Nakusa Port Edward State Bank, strong enough to protect you, large enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. Brendan, these two teams, 2 combined losses, 42 combined wins between the two. Pacelli hasn't lost in 2.5 months. Assumption lost last night, but should be a good tune-up matchup before the postseason next week.
I'm very excited to see this matchup. 2 Division 5 teams playing, and I mean, there's also that opportunity that these teams could play each other headed into the state tournament.
Yep.
So there's all of that going on, but Pacelli, they're averaging around 60.9 points a game. Assumption 62. This is going to be a good matchup, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we mentioned right before we went on the air, Assumption the walking wounded right now going into the postseason. Riley Sabloski, a hip injury. Sarah Shaw with an ankle injury. And the Pacelli Cardinals are well and ready to go. Some exciting games last week down a buzzer beater against Pittsville, and then a comeback fashion win against Almond. Just talk a little bit about being able to watch these Cardinals this year. Only 1 loss. That came in November or early December, one of the 2 against Greenwood. Just talk about the path that these Cardinals have been on this year.
Yeah, that loss that they had took place November 30th, so you were pretty close right on the timeline there. But, I mean, this team has been outstanding. This is under a first-year head coach of this team, Allison Smaglick. And in the Smaglick era, which I like to call it, off of all the Taylor Swift craziness that goes around, she has done an outstanding job with this program. Like I said, 60.9 points a game. They're on a 19-game win streak right now, and this is the first time they've won the CWC South in the last 7 years. Yeah. And like you said, last week they played 2 really great games. The free throw line is a really big challenge of this team, probably their kryptonite. But their 3-2 defense, it is honestly one of the best defenses that I've seen all year, and being able to cover this program, it's been very special.
Assumption coming in after a 33-point loss last night to Aquinas. Again, Samantha Davis and the Aquinas Blue Golds taking care of business against Assumption, but nonetheless, it was a good test. Obviously, with the issues and the injuries that Assumption has, but again, should be a good test. These 2 teams would meet at a state semifinal or a state final if we got there. We'll go through more of the postseason stuff at halftime. So we will turn over to Jeff Sullivan for our pregame announcements, our invocation, and our starting lineup. You're watching high school girls basketball, Zaleski Sports.
Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. teammates have spent countless hours dedicating themselves to their team. They have given us great entertainment throughout the years they have been here. So tonight, we are here to honor them.
Yeah, we're pretty fortunate.
One by one, we would like to call these dedicated student athletes from the people who have supported them, their parents. Kendall Dillman, daughter of Todd and Tara Dillman. And Lydia Smits, daughter of Craig and Sarah Smits. We'd also like to recognize the two seniors from Pacelli. Number 1, Cassandra Vaughn. And number 10, Sydney Kruger. Thank you, ladies. Number 1, Cassandra Vaughn.
All right, welcome back to Assumption High School. A nice quick senior night. Only 2 seniors on both sides. Kendall Dillman, Lydia Smits for Assumption, Casey Vaughn and Sydney Krieger for the Pacelli Cardinals. And as Brendan had mentioned, a Pacelli Catholic team coming in at 21-1. Assumption ended Pacelli's season last year here in Wisconsin Rapids. It was a heck of a game. Pacelli led through most of it, at least through the first half. Assumption came back and got that victory. But a different mindset coming in tonight if you're Pacelli, trying to get a road victory to gain that momentum with one more game left in the year.
And this is a completely different look for this Pacelli team, made up of Jaden Zadroik, one of the star freshman players on this team, but they got multiple freshmen going into this team, so they didn't experience that loss that they had last year, and it's a completely new type of breed of team in the Pacelli Cardinals, Steve.
Casey Vaughn, one of those athletes, we talk about it all the time. As long as we've been covering sports in the central Wisconsin area on Zaleski Sports, she's always seemed to be there. I mean, we've been covering Pacelli for the last 4 years, all her years in high school, and crazy to think she's already maybe not already, but she's a senior. And it's been a lot of fun to watch her, and looking forward to a good game here tonight. All right, here we go. Assumption will start Schooley, Nelson, Voller, Jaglinski, and Smits. And the opening tip. And it is won by the Assumption Royals. See, again, the two teams play very similar defenses, so they practice against it a whole lot. So we'll see how things pan out. And a Schooley, they're going to wave it off. Oofda.
I'm surprised they're waving that off. That looked like it was up in the air when the foul happened. Kaylin Yenter called on the foul, though.
Kaylin, again, one of those players as well, has been an outstanding athlete. Softball diamond, basketball court. Jordan Jaglinski, corner 3 off the front rim. Rebounded by Anna Schooley. It's going to be out of bounds to Assumption. Again, defense is very similar, and see how they figure out the pressure here. The one thing that Pacelli has is a little bit more length as Casey Vaughn picks up. Zroik in transition. 3 is good. Wow.
And, man, she has been doing that all year to all these different teams, and the fact that she's only a freshman is just insane to me.
Yeah, leading scorer on this Pacelli team. Got to be pretty confident heading into the playoffs next week as Addie Vollerch left it short. Pacelli number 1 seed as Casey Vaughn gets behind the defense, and Pacelli's up 5-0.
And one of the things that Allison Smaglik wants to do for her team is score in transition, and right there we saw a beautiful basket in transition from the senior.
Jaglinski off the mark. Royals struggled last night, scoring their season low 33 at Aquinas last night, but Again, as would expect, Aquinas likely a heavy favorite to go to the deep in the postseason, and up and in. Good job there by Kaylin Yenter. And Pacelli's up 7-0, 6-0. I guess they gave Zeroik a 2-pointer. So 6-0. Pacelli. Pacelli Catholic receives a number 1 seed in the playoffs. They get a bye. So I think they have Wild Rose this week.
Yeah, Wild Rose is their last game of the regular season. That'll be on Thursday, and then they'll be waiting for February 23rd.
Yeah, and then they have a whole week off before their game. That one's going to be out of bounds to Assumption. They'll play Three Lakes Phelps or
Rib Lake.
Rib Lake?
Yes.
Gotcha. Good thing I got you here.
I
you know what you're doing.
I was doing a little bit of research in my classes
more.
before I got here.
Assumption is the number 1 seed. They will take on Port Edwards on Tuesday as Anna Schooley throws that one away into the hands of Zeroik. Casey Vaughn in transition. And off the mark on the layup, tipped out of bounds. Casey Vaughn was out of bounds with 15:47 to go in the first half. Pacelli, a 1 seed, gets the first round bye if they get past Rib Lake or Three Lakes Phelps. Likely a matchup with Athens. Very good opponent, but Athens last night lost to Pittsville. So Pittsville got a 2 seed. Greenwood got a 3 seed. So that sectional is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the end of that sectional, it's going to be that matchup between the 2 CWC teams who are the leaders in Pacelli and Pittsville, because, I mean, out of those games that I got to cover with Pacelli, especially the one last week, it was such a thrill of a game, and I would not be surprised if Pittsville is looking for a vengeance there.
And that game likely, in the sectional semifinal, would have to be moved as Anna Schooley misses the first one. So, I mean, what better place? I mean, in between Pittsville and Stevens Point, Big Jim over at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln to play. So that could be a spot as Schooley goes 0 for 2 to play that big-time game between 2 very good opponents.
And even though it's Division 5 play, there's still a good amount of show in this crowd.
Oh, absolutely. Especially here with the Pacelli boys playing at home tonight, the Assumption boys on the road as well. So a good contingency from Stevens Point made the trip down or over here. As Lydia Smits off the mark. 15 minutes to go here in the first half, 6-2 in favor of Pacelli Cardinals. Zeroik picks up her dribble, finds Casey Vaughn.
The Royals doing a really great job right now on defense, really holding back into the lane as well and not letting Pacelli get anything really down low.
There's going to be a travel. Yep. Bobbled the ball and took an extra step as Katie Ilka. Again, it seems like I've called these girls' names for years, and we have been, but good to see that. Good to see them continuously producing and playing well.
Well, maybe you've been calling their names for the years. This is my first year doing this on these teams.
Addie Vollert on the right wing. Schooley top of the key. She's going to try 3. That is off the mark. Tipped up and taken by Yenter with 14:15 to go here in the first half. 6-2 Pacelli. Casey Vaughn up ahead to Ilka. The runner is short. Offense rebound by Katie is up and good.
Second chance points, huge thing for this Pacelli team.
Long, lanky, and athletic are the Pacelli Cardinals. Going to be a force to be reckoned with the next number of years. Absolutely.
Such a young team. More than 65% of their points come from their young guns in freshmen and sophomores. It's just something that it's almost like it's out of a movie.
Casey Vaughn again for 2. Something we saw a lot last night in lacrosse. When Assumption would go up for rebounds, they would poke it away from their own team as Vollard loses control of it. And they did that just there. Addie Vollard had an offense rebound. Anna Schooley poked it out. And it's going to be back to the Pacelli Cardinals here.
And when it comes to those errors like that, obviously it's the fundamentals of the game that you just got to work on. And I'm sure that head coach Ryan Klein is trying to do that and work that into this program. But sometimes when you got a tough schedule like this, it's not easy to get that stuff done.
Van Order throws it out. It's going to be Assumption basketball. A reminder, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Sparhawk Trucking. They become one of the area's leading trucking companies, reliably hauling for over 44 years. Come work for the best and learn more at SparhawkTrucking.com. Eddie Vollert's going to try another one, and it's good. Eddie Vollert buries the triple for Assumption and cuts the deficit down to 5 with 13 minutes to go. Again, Pacelli doing a masterful job breaking the pressure, and that's going to be out of bounds to Pacelli with 12:52 to go. Again, when you practice against it all year long against each other, you're going to be pretty good breaking the press when somebody else tries to do it against you.
And Allison Smeglik told me last week after their win against Almond Bancroft that she was studying this Assumption team, and she knew that they were going to be putting on that half-court, full-court pressure, and the way that she's really adjusted to it here in the early goings has been great.
Kaylin Yenter heading to the free throw line. Foul went on Anna Schooley. Whether you need residential, commercial, or industrial electrician work, you can rely on Econ Electric, where every job is done safe, done right, on time, every time. Econ Electric, Wisconsin Rapids. Yeah, you mentioned earlier that the Achilles heel for this Pacelli team has been free throws. It has very similar to this Assumption team as well, as Zroik bobbles it. Rebound taken by Ari Kavanaugh. And it's been that way from what I've heard from many people. Been that way for decades, just struggling from the free throw line for Assumption.
And to just think about how simple of a shot a free throw is, like you think it's so easy to make it, and then all of a sudden you got the crowd yelling, you got all the pressure on you, clutch moments, can you be the clutch person in the moment, and turns into what looks like a giant hole of a basket into a size of probably a golf hole.
Anna Schooley just picked up her second foul. Ella Van Order heading to the free throw line with 12:15 to go. Royals had pretty bad foul trouble last night. Again against Aquinas, losing 66-33. It's either a very loud gym or a very quiet gym, as Brendan talked about the size of a golf hole. Brendan, a avid, big-time golfer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there are days when that golf hole can feel like the size of a basketball hoop, and there are days when that hole feels like it's just impossible to make it.
Ella Van Order goes 2 for 2 from a line. 8 points Cardinals lead here in the first. Jordan Jaglinski's going to try 3, too strong. Tipped up and taken away by Vollert for the Royals. Tries to step through. Back out. Smits gets cut off and throws it into the legs and turns it over. Taken by Katie Ilka for the Cardinals. Out of bounds off of Katie Ilka into Assumption with 11:50 to go. The oohs and ahs from the Pacelli side.
It seemed pretty close to me. I mean, you can't really, if we had a replay, I mean, it'd be really nice to see. But hey, whatever the ref's call is, you got to stick with it and keep it.
Smits to Jaglinski in the corner. Down low to Vollert. Bad pass by Jaglinski and taken away by the hero last week, Maddie Pionik.
Maddie Pionik.
All right.
Yeah, she is one of those freshman stars of this team, and she almost made that one. But, last week she had the shot of maybe the year for this Pacelli team.
Well, the big thing watching that back a number of times is that Pittsville just made a couple of free throws, or made a free throw, and they had it quickly in transition, and no timeout was taken. And she trusted her girls to do what they needed to do.
Well, what's crazy about that play is that Pacelli, they didn't even need a foul when it was down low, because what actually happened was there was a missed three-pointer from about 35 feet or so, and then it was rebounded, and it was put back up, and Pacelli fouled when the ball was put back up. So Pacelli got that time after the free throws to make a play down the floor, and Vaughn executed the pass over to Pionik, and the rest is history.
That one sealed the deal for Pacelli to win the conference. First time, as Brendan said, in 7 years. Congratulations to the Pacelli Lady Cardinals. Zroik Corner, Ilka down low. Beautiful find and good finish.
What a pass. And Pacelli's sharing the basketball really well right now. They already got 6 different players who have scored.
10:25 to go, 17-7 Pacelli. Jaglinski going to try another one. 3 is good for Jordan.
That's a big 3 right there if you're an Assumption Royals fan. You guys were down by double digits. Now it's just single.
30-second timeout. I think he called 30 seconds, then the official said full. We'll be back anyway after this, Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
It's simple, but true. Time is money. At Sherrill Tire and Service, we have over 20 mobile service trucks to get you rolling and growing again. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers, your locally owned farm tire dealer.
All right, welcome back to Assumption High School. It was senior night here for the Lady Royals. Probably senior night on Thursday, right? Is the game at home on Thursday for Pacelli?
Yes, indeed. Taking on Wild Rose.
Wild Rose just lost to Pittsfield by 2 last week. As Connick's going to dribble it out of bounds. 10 minutes to go here in this one. 17-10 Cardinals here from Assumption High School. Tournament starts next week. Again, it's hard to believe we're already 13th day of February and basketball is going to be over in a month.
It's so crazy. Love is in the air this time of year, Steve. With Valentine's Day tomorrow, people are going to be celebrating that. But, I mean, this year has just flown by.
Yeah. Super Bowl on Sunday already. Daytona 500 is coming up. And before you know, we'll be playing stick and ball outside. And wouldn't be surprised, again, knock on wood, and people may want to talk bad about me after this, but would not be a surprise if we had some blizzard in April. I mean, just a matter of time.
Don't even bring that up, man.
Pionik will head to the free throw line. Foul be on Claire Nelson on the push. Maddie will head to the free throw line.
You are right, though. It does seem to be that almost every March or April in the last 5 or 6 years, there has been a major snowstorm to occur.
9:21 to go. A reminder that Mariani Packaging Company is located on the east side of Wisconsin Rapids, and just 15 minutes from Plover is hiring. Full-time day and night shift food manufacturing positions are available at the largest independent dried fruit processor and packer in the U.S. Visit Mariani.com to view open positions. That's MARIANI.com. 2 for 2 from the line. 9-point Cardinals lead here tonight.
Pacelli hitting the free throws when they've been struggling all this year. They went 18 for 38 last week against Altman Bancroft, and they've only missed 1 free throw here tonight.
That's a lot of free throws. And a schoolie is left short, tipped up, taken by Casey Vaughn. Royals back in action on Thursday to round out their season as they will head to Stratford before their postseason begins next Tuesday against Port Edwards. Got a message from one of the Assumption softball coaches that says, stop talking about it. That one's up and taken away by Vollert.
I was the one knocking on wood, so we should be okay.
Ari Kavanaugh off the mark on the layup. Casey Vaughn takes it for the Cardinals and then throws it away. Hesitation there is turnover there by Pacelli.
Yeah, Vaughn right there, she kind of knew that she had an error of a pass right there. Kind of rushed it. A little bit of hesitation was there too, but She was like, my bad. She'll recover from it, though.
So far, so good here for Pacelli, leading by 9. And a Schooley at the top of the key. Got it tipped and taken away by Zroik for the Cards. Getting the length of Jaden is troublesome so far for Assumption. That one's going to be tipped out of bounds by Cashin. It's going to go back to Assumption with 8:06 to go.
Jaden knows how to reach in for the pickpocket, Steve. Averaging around 4 steals per game this year. I mean, she's got a big stat chart, though, here. 21.8 points a game, 9.8 rebounds a game, and 4.3 assists. And then the steals. It's just phenomenal what she has done.
What a find by Nelson up ahead to Schooley. Anna's got 4, 7-point game with 7:45 to go here in the first. Zroik up ahead to Yenter. Keelan able to drive all the way to the basket. Nobody stopped her. Bad defense there by Assumption. Good take there by Yenter.
Yeah, they kind of just opened up the lane for her. I thought she was going to go up with the left hand, went up with the right, got it to the drop.
Schooley heading back to the free throw line. The Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
How many times have you had to go over that this year?
A lot. It's that's all right though.
Are they going to count that?
Nope. They hit the wire on top. So free throw no good for Anna Schooley. That's a bummer.
That's too bad. I think that was going to count.
Ari Kavanaugh taking a breather for Assumption. Again, the Royals without Stabloski and Shaw tonight. Hip and ankle injury as Schooley gets that one to go. 1 for 2 from the line. Kendall Dillman, of course, has been out since December. Her senior campaign with no ACL. Tore the ACL. And up and in for 2.
Haley Shashetsky.
Another freshman for the Cards.
It's
and
just
Schooley's spin. She's going to get called for the travel with 7:11 to go. 10-point Cards lead.
I'm sorry, but it's just crazy how many players have scored the basketball already for Pacelli, and 3 of them have been freshmen, and another 2 of them have been sophomores.
That was going to be taken away through the hands of Zroik. Schooley all the way to the basket, left hand, and Anna's got 2 more.
Beautiful move by Anna right there. Dribble, drive right in the lane, and bank it home.
Zroik coast to coast, and it's going to be called for the travel with 6:49 to go here in the first. 8-point Cardinals lead, 23-15. Crowd continues to file in here. 2 #1 seeds in Division 5 facing off in the final regular season week of the year. Claire Nelson steps into a 3, banks it in.
The bank is open on a Tuesday.
If I had a chance to count how many banked 3-pointers Claire Nelson has this year, it might be more than people could handle.
Hey, it's the unconventional way of doing it, but if it works for her, keep doing it.
Addie Vollert's dog and Cashin, and it's going to be a timeout for Pacelli. 6:17 to go here in the first. 30-second timeout. Back after this. This is Lesky Sports.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
$6:17 to go, 23-18 Pacelli here from Assumption Catholic High School. As Yenter goes baseline against Smits, the reverse off the mark.
Shashetsky just stole that ball right from Smits right there. Jeez.
I think Schooley's going to pick up her 3rd with 6:11 to go.
Haley Shashetsky said, "Give me that thing. I'm going to chuck it up there and draw a foul."
And Schooley in foul trouble again here tonight for Assumption. First free throw touched everything, touched the whole rim, couldn't bounce in. And Ari Kavanaugh checks in for Schooley. And Royals in one of the tougher sectionals in the state this year again. We'll go through that during our Key Savings Bank halftime report. Pacelli has don't want to say favorable sectional, but for the teams that they've played and the teams that they've beat, pretty favorable for the Cards so far. Jaglinski, another three is left short. Smith's offensive rebound, and Lydia had good position to put it in.
Second chance points. They're such huge and important opportunities for teams, and right there, Assumption took advantage of it.
Vaughn up ahead to Yenter. Zeroik down low, good pass. Another good find. Krzyzewski up and in.
Second chance again.
No weak side help for the Royals, and the Cards took advantage of it. 6-point lead for Pacelli. That's going to be taken away by Vaughn. I think Vaughn and Shaw would have been a heck of a matchup. Obviously no Sarah Shaw.
Hey, we could get one in March.
That'd be all right. That'd be pretty cool. On the bottom half of Pacelli's sectional, saw Lena during Christmas in Auburndale. Pretty good team. Lena Wildcats, I believe. So that'd be a sectional final. We'll see how it all pans out. And another turnover by Claire Nelson. Tipped up, Zeroik up ahead to Vaughn. Tipped by Kavanaugh. Jaden for two.
Assumption was holding her quiet here in the first 14 or 13 and a half minutes of it, but Zeroik trying to wake up.
There's going to be a foul on Pacelli with 4:51 to go. As Anna Schooley with her 3 fouls will check in for Assumption. Again, with no Stabloski, it's hard to keep Schooley off the floor as Pionik will check back in. 4:51 to go, 28-20. Pacelli. They've controlled it so far here tonight as Katie Ilka will check in as well. Give Casey Vaughn a quick breather. Kavanaugh to inbound. To Smits, back to Kavanaugh. To Schooley, the right side, the fader, no good. Rebounded by Zeroik for Pacelli. 4:40 to go here in the first.
And I think Schooley had time to take that shot. She kind of rushed it a little bit and missed it back iron.
Van Order up ahead to Yenter all the way to the basket, steps through for two.
Euro step.
The Royals not stepping in front, and the Cards taking advantage of it. Jaglinski transition three is no good. Zeroik into the front court. Up ahead, wow, another great find, can't finish. Rebounded by Schooley, up ahead to Kavanaugh. Royals have numbers. Kavanaugh intercepted.
What a move by Maddie Pionik, getting there on the defense.
And then off of Anna Schooley with 3:57 to go. Quality Plus Printing in Wisconsin Rapids can help your business with all of your printing service needs, banners, labels, postcards, programs, and so much more. All with quality custom work, quick turnaround time, and great customer service. Visit qpprinting.com, Quality Plus Printing. Gladly getting your words out. Here in Wisconsin Rapids on 8th Street, Phil Hartley here in attendance tonight. Van Order turns, and 2 easy ones there for Ella with Schooley's 3 fouls. Largest lead of the game, 12 for Pacelli. Vollert out to Nelson, back out to Vollert. Down low to Schooley. Hands it off to Nelson, she can't control it. Jaglinski's going to try another long one. Jordan has been cold the last 2 games now, game plus. Zeroik lost it. Ball still on the floor.
Almost looked like a football play.
Pionik with it. Tough call, tough foul with 3:17 to go. And Assumption 1 foul before the bonus for Pacelli. 32-20, Pacelli on top.
And you were talking about fouls possibly being a problem here for Assumption as the shot goes up. No good. And another foul. Speaking of that, like you were talking about how the fouls have been a little bit of trouble, but behind with them having these injuries, that's even making the matters worse.
Addie Voller lost a contact. Trying to put it in the fly. She says, we'll wave her off. First one for Van Order is off the mark. Vollard able to put the contact back in. That's pretty impressive. I'm not a contact wearer, but be able to do it on the fly is as Van Order goes 0 for 2. Rebounded by Schooley. And now she'll check out, redo her contact with 3:09 to go, 12-point Cardinals lead. Pick up all your pet's favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof. From all the brands you trust, dogs or cats have got you covered. Shop your pet's everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. 3 minutes to go, another takeaway by the Cards. And there's going to be a travel call on Ella Van Order with 2:53 remaining here in the first. Good defense there by Jordan Jaglinski.
Really great double team right there that we saw from Assumption. And I think if Assumption can start to control more of those plays on defense, they can get themselves back into this game.
Also can't turn the ball over every other possession. 2:35 to go here in the first. Going to be tipped away by Kavanaugh. Ari into the front court. Right hand blocked by Yenter.
She's showing off her volleyball abilities right there, Steve.
Van Order into the front court. Going to be taken away. Chaos here in Wisconsin Rapids. And taken away again.
Takeaway after takeaway after takeaway.
And then Zroik dribbled it off of her teammate's foot. It's going to be Assumption basketball. 2:08 to go. Mutual Owasso Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualowasso.com to find an agent near you. Schooley checks out with her 3 fouls with 2:08 remaining. 12-point Cardinals lead. Nelson to Jaglinski. Down low to Vollert. Finds a cutting Nelson. Kicks out to Kavanaugh. Down low to Nelson. And there's going to be a foul hitting Claire Nelson in the noggin with 1:55 to go. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH20.com. That's CulliganH20.com. Ilka checks out. Vaughn checks in with 1:55 remaining. Fowler dribbles through the congestion. Gets her right back. Smith's at the right elbow. Back out to Nelson. Pacelli moving very well on defense. Fowler the take off the mark. Blocked. Gets her own rebound. Can't finish again. Throws it up there again. And Addie Vollert puts it in. 10-point game with 1:25 to go. Zroik at midcourt. Yenter finds Vaughn. Back out, Yenter inside the three-point line. It's off the mark, but an offensive rebound by Ella Van Order. And going to be taken away. Jaglinski going to take it herself? No. Back out to Kavanaugh. Smith's pull-up J is too strong. Rebounded by Vollert. Vollert is going to throw it up there. She's going to get fouled on the floor with 55 seconds to go.
And I think if your Assumption there in transition, you just got to go up to the basket right away. Try to draw that foul, maybe get an and one and put yourself to within single digits.
Zroik picks up her second foul. She'll head to the bench for the last 55 seconds. Down low to Vollert. Can't finish. Man, oh man. Not going the way for the Royals. Had a good look. Just couldn't get it to roll in. Vaughn up ahead to Van Order. Swings around to Yenter. Ilka traveled with it. Yep. 37 seconds to go. As the weather starts to warm up, cool down, really, who knows? Look to Rapid Heating and Cooling in Wisconsin Rapids. They got more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Rapid Heating and Cooling today.
I thought we weren't talking about the weather, Steve.
Well, there are a few flurries today. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. Not a whole lot, 3 inches or so.
That is brand new news to me.
They got a ton in New York over the weekend. Or not over the weekend, goodness. Today. Northeast part of the country. Got quite a bit of snow today. 23 seconds remaining here in the first. 10-point Cardinals lead. Down low to Vollert. Dribbles back out. Jaglinski, three-pointer in the corner is good. Jordan Jaglinski buries the triple. She's got 8 here in the half, and there's going to be a foul on Jordan. And Pacelli will be shooting free throws. Casey Vaughn heading to the free throw line.
What a find by Addie Vollert, though, to be in the lane like that and realize that she's got the double team. So there's going to be a player open that's out there and hitting the big-time three-pointer. That's huge.
Vaughn heading to the free throw line for 1-1 here with 14.5 seconds to go. Jordan Jaglinski picked up her second foul. Vaughn earns the second. 33-25, Pacelli. Had a lead of as many as 12. 2 for 2 goes Vaughn, 14.5 to go. Vollert's up ahead to Kavanaugh, 10 seconds remaining. Smits, the left elbow, back out to Jaglinski, 5 seconds to go. Vollert on the right side. Kicks it out. Jordan Jaglinski, left wing, steps into a three. She got fouled and will head to the free throw line. Jordan Jaglinski fouled on the three-pointer, almost went in. And she'll head to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line for 3 here with 0.5 seconds to go. Call Jamie Wenzel the Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. First one off the mark. Did not look good. Out of her hands.
It was a heads-up play, though, by Jaglinski there because for a second I didn't even think the shot was going to get off.
That's the second one for Jordan. They're going to bring in Cashin for the last 0.5 of a second for Casey Vaughn. Casey had 2 fouls. Not sure if that was the reason or not, but Jordan Jaglinski goes 1 for 3 from the line, and that'll do it here for the first 18 minutes in Wisconsin Rapids. All Pacelli, 34-26 Cardinals. We'll be back after this quick break in our Key Savings Bank halftime report. Watching high school girls basketball. Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Welcome. How may we help you?
New windows, new garage, new car, swimming pool. Tuition, we're not talking scholarship here. And a vacation.
Our affordable home equity line of credit may be just what you need.
Medical expenses, braces for our youngest. How about the dog? Roof. How about the roof? And did I mention how long I wanted that vacation to be?
Your money, your life. How may we help you?
Time now for your Key Savings Bank halftime report. Unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area. Key Savings Bank. No matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch to put you at ease. Dream big, small rates. Key Savings Bank. First half scoring, we'll go through Assumption. We'll let Brendan go through Pacelli here. Claire Nelson with 3. Jordan Jaglinski at 9. Addie Voller with 5. Anna Scully with 7. And Lydia Smits with 2.
And for the Cardinals, leading the team in scoring is the junior Kaylin Yenter. Pretty rare occurrence to see that. She got 7 points in the first half, following 2 Cardinals with 6 points, Casey Vaughn and Ella Van Order. Then it's Haley Shashetsky with 5, and Jaden Zadroik with 4, and Katie Elka with 2. Excuse me, Maddie Pionik also had 4 to total 34.
Give you some score updates here from our Zaleski Sports Network. At halftime in Colby, the Colby Hornets lead Neilsville 35-28. That's boys basketball. Spash girls up by 2 on Eau Claire Memorial at halftime. Amherst Marathon girls tied at 17. Auburndale trails Amherst in boys basketball by 2. At halftime, Xavier up 12 on Mosinee in boys basketball. Spash is up on Marshfield in boys basketball. At halftime, last look, if you're a Pacelli Cardinal fan, it looked like Newman Catholic. I guess they see if they tied it up or not. Pacelli now leads 30. Oh, they got a 3 at the buzzer. 37-35. Newman over Pacelli at halftime. Not a surprise here. Columbus leads Greenwood by 40 at halftime, and I think that might be it for today. No games tomorrow. Handful on Thursday, Friday, 1 on Saturday. Brendan, you mentioned it during that first half. What the game plan was for Pacelli scoring in transition. We don't keep transition points, but Pacelli had a lot of them.
They most certainly did, and a big part of that is Jaden Zadroik and her passing, as well as coming from Casey Vaughn and her passing. Them together have done an outstanding job this year. It's not even just this game and last week. It has been all throughout the season. I mean, this is the reason why they got a 19-game winning streak, Steve. They know how to score the basketball in transition and make those steals on these other teams.
Yeah, and again, another emphasis that you had mentioned, second chance opportunities. Rebounding has been sensational for Pacelli, and getting those second chance opportunities might be a big point or big reason they're up 8 here at halftime.
I would say for both of these teams, their second chance and third chance opportunities have actually been pretty high, which to me is pretty surprising. From seeing how Pacelli has played this season with their defensive rebounding, it hasn't been all of the greatest, but they really started to pick up more on that, as Allison Smaglick was telling me. That's what she wants from this team, box out on those shots and make those attempts. But Assumption, they're doing a fantastic job on getting their rebounds. I think it was Vollert getting third chance points off of 2 missed shots from herself, and being able to see all of that go on is making this interesting, and I'm curious to see what adjustments these teams make going in the second half.
And Pacelli in the first half, 8 of 12 from the free throw line. You mentioned 18 of 38 against Solomon last week. Again, big reason that they got a nice lead here in Wisconsin Rapids. We're going to take another quick break, come back, and get you the sectional that Pacelli and Assumption, or that Pacelli is in and that Assumption is in. We'll go through the playoffs in Division 5 when we get back after this. Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Fine has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
All right, welcome back to Assumption High School. About a minute to go before we start our second half. Just going through this Pacelli sectional, we'll go 1 through 15. Pacelli got a number 1 seed, Pittsfield 2, Greenwood 3, 4 is Athens, 5 is, where's 5? Loyal, 6 is Columbus Catholic, 7 is Edgar, 8 is Three Lakes Phelps Co-op, and 9 is Rib Lake. Pacelli would play the winner of that game. 10 is, goodness, where am I missing 10 here?
It's like, where's Waldo?
Oh, Newman Catholic, there we go. 11 is Northland Lutheran. 12, this should be a lot easier than it is.
Sometimes the formats of the brackets are a little funky, but
12 is Rochelle, 13 Marion, 14 is Elko, 15 is Iola Scandinavia. Tough year for Iola Scandinavia. Our buddy Joey Biotish, head coach over at Iola. No wins this year for the Thunderbirds, so they get the 15 and they'll come over to Pittsville on Tuesday next week. You mentioned it during our first break. It'll be interesting to see the adjustments made by both teams here starting the second half.
And I think one of the big adjustments that Pacelli is going to make is giving the ball more to Jaden Zedroy, because she's only got 4 points in this ball game.
She wanted to shoot that one right there. Didn't pull the trigger.
They like to put her on those swing or fly routes to get open up for a 3-ball and use bubble screens too.
Scully gets a steal and then turns it over. Kavanaugh starting the second half for Lydia Smits for Assumption. And tipped there by Vollert, taken away by the Royals. 1-on-3, all the way to the basket. Steps through, Addie too strong. Tipped up and taken by Casey Vaughn.
Although she didn't finish the shot, it was a heads-up play to get this steal off the lengthy freshman.
Soroik up ahead to Van Order, dribbles through and finishes. Ella's got 8 here tonight.
Felt like an eternity for that ball to drop.
10-point Cards lead. Bad pass by Kavanaugh.
Vaughn just read that one easily, but Kavanaugh just looked right at her when she threw it.
Reminder that halftime was brought to you by Key Savings Bank. Unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area. Key Savings Bank, no matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has a personal touch with you at ease. Dream big, small rates, Key Savings Bank. 10-point Cards lead. 17 minutes to go. Zroik, open 3. She knew it right away. Tipped up right into her hands. And Anna Scully just picked up her 4th foul.
That's a tough foul to bear right there, because the bounce off of the hoop that ball took was just very unfortunate for Assumption.
Again, no Riley Stablowski and no Sarah Shaw for Assumption. And and Asculi. Right now, their second leading scorer is out for quite a while now with her 4th foul.
Yeah, to be at 4 fouls with under 17 minutes to go in the game, not a good place to sit in.
Up and in for 2. That was a heck of a passing job there for the Cardinals to get that one to go in. Matching their largest lead, 12 here for Pacelli. Smits on the baseline. Finds a cutting Nelson. Got it to go, and the foul. Claire will head to the free throw line for her a +1. Good find there by Lydia Smits with 16:31 to go. That's the 3rd foul on Jaden Zroik.
That's a huge one as well, as she's going to be taking a seat on the bench. That's what Assumption wants to see, especially after Schooley comes out.
Nelson at the line. And going to be rebounded by Yenter.
Could have been a lane violation on both of them there.
Both leaning, waiting for it to be shot. And that was going to be a jump ball back to Assumption with 16:20 to go. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Carrie Vanner. State Farm on auto, homeowners, life insurance, renters, and more for both Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield. Find Carrie Vanner State Farm on Facebook. Get started today. 10-point Cards lead here with 16:16 to go. Kavanaugh at midcourt. Backs out to Vollert. Smits at the free throw line. Jaglinski in front of her own bench. Back up to Smits. Finds a cutting Nelson down to Vollert and finishes. Good passing there by the Royals.
Beautiful play by Assumption there. Players were into double teams, realized that some other players were wide open, and they took advantage of it.
Yenter out to Ilka. Swings around to Casey Vaughn. Down low to Yenter. Can't finish. Rebounded by Vollert. And there's going to be a foul on Pionik for Pacelli with 15:36 to go.
And right now you're starting to feel momentum kind of shift a little bit towards Assumption here after Jaden Zadroik had to exit. We'll see if they can continue that momentum.
Brendan will be back with Pacelli on Thursday as they host Wild Rose to end the regular season. Lydia Smits off the mark. Jaglinski open for 3 in the corner. Good for Jordan Jaglinski. 12 tonight for Jordan. 5-point game with 15 to go. Casey Vaughn on the left wing.
Assumption starting to show a lot of pressure to the Cardinals, and it's turned over.
Nelson up ahead, taken away by Pionik. Good hands there by Maddie. And then Van Order won't be able to get back to that one. It's going to be Assumption basketball with 15 minutes to go. 5-point Cardinals lead. A heck of a start to start this second half for both sides. High up tempo. Love to see it. Smits, 16-footer is off the mark. Rebounded by Van Order.
It's just that little hesitation that she took in that shot that made her miss that one.
And going to be taken away by Vollert, and she's able to track it down. Lost it. Ball's on the floor. Going to be a jump ball to Pacelli with 14:33 to go. For any size job and you need equipment, look to Wood Street Rentals, offering a great variety of rental equipment to help you get the job done with delivery service to any job site. That's Wood Street Rentals. Assumption's had their opportunities here the last couple of possessions.
And Pacelli's giving them those opportunities. They've been turning the basketball over almost every possession that they have had, but to be without their freshman superstar, it's really affecting them right now.
Van Order at midcourt against Kavanaugh. Left side for Ilka. Vaughn at the free throw line. At midcourt. Back out to Ilka. Finds Van Order in the lane. Going to be taken away by Smits. Lydia slows it up. Smart play there by Lydia Smits.
They got numbers on the outside, Steve.
Nelson for 3! Claire Nelson for 3. Timeout, Pacelli. 2-point Cardinals lead. We got ourselves a ball game here in Wisconsin Rapids. 13:52 to go. Cardinals lead by 2.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Zroik didn't get too much of a breather. Back into the game for Pacelli. 2 points. Cardinals lead with her 3 fouls.
And you know deep down, Assumption is going to do everything they can to make her frustrated and maybe cause those fouls on her too.
Picks up her dribble. Skips it up ahead to Vaughn.
Pacelli needs somebody to get going here. Only 4 points in the second half for the Cardinals.
Vaughn with it. Yenter at the free throw line. Turns and off the mark. Rebounded by Smits. Lydia knows to give it up. There she goes. There's some players you know that shouldn't dribble. Lydia does a good job, but definitely not a guard. Smits with it at the free throw line. The runner for Lydia off the mark. Rebounded by Yenter. Strong rebound by Kalen. Zroik into the front court. Picks up her dribble. Gets double teamed. Finds Yenter somehow. Back out to Zroik with 12:50 to go. Steps through. The runner is off the mark. Offense rebound. There's going to be a foul, and Jaden will head to the free throw line.
Talk about the power and strength of Jaden Zdroik right there. I didn't think she was going to have a chance to get that rebound to put it back up, but she defied those odds, and she most certainly put it back up.
Jaden into the free throw line. Addie Vollard picked up her second foul. First one for Jaden left short. Metallico of Wisconsin Rapids is a leading producer of high-quality aluminum products, a proud supporter of Wisconsin Rapids community athletics. Metallico has a number of openings to grow your career locally. Find your next career path at Metallico of Wisconsin Rapids. 1 for 2 goes Zroik, and Schooley with her 4 fouls will check in. Big moment here with 12:48 to go with Anna Schooley and her 4 fouls. And especially with how aggressive Pacelli is rebounding, could be detrimental here for the Royals.
And I'm looking at that matchup, and it's looking like it's more of Kaylin Yenter covering her as she got by.
Anna Schooley went short corner, got past. 1 point game here, 12:34 to go.
Yeah, Pacelli almost looked like they abandoned that zone defense for just a second as Yenter was going up to cover a different Assumption Royal player.
Anna Schooley stepped out of the way to prevent a foul, and in that commotion, able to get an offensive rebound. Vaughn up ahead to Ilka. And another travel there on Katie Ilka. An SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. Kavanaugh checks out. Smits back in for Assumption. Schooley, right elbow. Extended. Smits in the corner. Down low to Claire Nelson, the left hand. Can't get it to go. Tipped around. Schooley left up and off the mark again. Tipped back. Rebounded by Pacelli.
And Pacelli made that adjustment. They're going back to man coverage on defense.
Zroik with it. Back out to Ilka. Jaden Zroik over the head and through the legs, and Schooley comes with it for Assumption. Up ahead to Jordan Jaglinski on the left wing. Schooley gets past, and she's going to get fouled on the drive with 11:39 to go in the ballgame. 1 point, Pacelli lead.
Smart foul by Pacelli right there. Schooley drove right by, had the easy drive-by layup to get it. I'm not sure who they got on the foul. It might have been Shashetsky.
That's her third.
It was a smart foul by her to do that.
Jordan Jaglinski inbound. Claire Nelson, Lydia Smits Back out, Jordan Jaglinski on the left wing. Lydia Smits at the top of the key. Ari Kavanaugh to Claire Nelson. Back out to Lydia Smits. Smits to Schooley. Drives all the way to the basket. She's going to get fouled on the drive with 11:13 to go in the ballgame. Reminder, Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is a group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with businesses of any size to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. 1 point, Cardinals lead, 11:13 to go. Into Schooley. Schooley right baseline, and the Royals have the lead. Crowd coming to life here in Wisconsin Rapids on both sides. 11 minutes left.
What a turn of events, Steve. A 13-point swing, I believe, from the Assumption Royals. We got a good brew of a finish coming up here.
Zeroik on the left side, dribbled it into her teammate, and awkward pass, but somehow found a way. Vaughn skips it across. Down low, right side, up and in. The hoop and the harm. And Pacelli back on top with 10:40 to go here. Claire Nelson picked up her second. A late call on a substitution.
And on that play, it didn't look like Pacelli had anything going or cooking for them, but a few cross-court passes got the job done.
Pionk for the and one is off the mark, rebounded by Schooley. 1 point, Cardinals lead. Kavanaugh hands off to Vollert, goes baseline, up and can't finish. And it's going to be taken by Zeroik for Pacelli. Up ahead to Ilka. Somehow kept the pivot foot. Vaughn. Krzyzewski, 15-footer is good. 7 tonight for Haley. Back to a 3-point Cardinals lead. Schooley spins. Bad shot, bad possession there by the Royals.
Yeah, she ended up taking that possession a little bit too quick. I thought Assumption could have made some passes to put something together.
Casey Vaughn with it. 9:50 to go in this one. Again, Krzyzewski at the free throw line. Skips it down to Ilka. Dribbles out of it. Zeroik traveled with it. 9:43 to go in this one. 43-40. Steve Mapes, Brennan Retzloff, Josh Bush, Olivia Zimmerman here. Non-conference girls basketball from Wisconsin, from Assumption High School, as Coach Klein asking the table. Not sure what he was asking, but always in the ears of the table crew and the officiating crew. Vollert. Up ahead to Nelson. Back out to Vollert. Steps into a three, off the mark. Anna Schooley just fouled out of the game. Not sure that the foul was on Anna Schooley.
Yeah, for a second I thought it was on Kavanaugh there.
Yeah, that was a big missed call.
If that's the case, that is huge.
Yeah, Anna Schooley has fouled out of the game with 9:20 to go. Zeroik up ahead to Vaughn. Left side for Cashin. Right side for Zeroik. Down low, up and in. Good pass, good finish.
What a find. I didn't see anything there, but Zeroik had the right finesse on the basketball.
Smits kicks it out. Kavanaugh, three-pointer. Ari short. Rebounded by Zeroik with 8:50 to go. Quickly up ahead is Vaughn. Up and can't get it to go, but she'll head to the free throw line with 8:46 to go. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Vaughn to the line for two. First one is good for Casey. the 5'5" senior. And 2 for 2 goes Casey Vaughn from the line.
She's 4 for 4 tonight from the free throw line, so avoiding that kryptonite nicely.
Back to a 7-point lead for Pacelli. 8:40 to go. We'll be back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
I disagree.
8:40 to go in this one, 47-40 in favor of Pacelli. Quick little 8-0 run for the Cardinals. Timeout taken by Coach Ryan Klein. Settle his troops down a little bit. Lydia Smith's in the wrong spot. Turns it over, up ahead to Vaughn. Vaughn left side, good. More transition offense for Pacelli with 8:20 to go.
And off a turnover like that, I mean, it's just too easy. The players were set up in the wrong spots for Assumption, and you could clearly see it.
Follard for 3 is no good. Rebound taken by Zeroik. Zeroik up ahead to Vaughn again, getting behind the defense. Traveled with it with 8:04 to go in this one. Solaris customers have enjoyed the same low price for 5 years running. No tricks, no gimmicks, no kidding. Packages starting at $49.99 a month. Visit Solaris.net today and learn more. 8:04 to go, 49-40 Pacelli. Fowler to Kavanaugh. Again, no Anna Schooley now with 5 fouls. Got DQ'd at about 9:23 in the second half. Down low to Nelson, goes baseline. She got fouled, and Jaden Zeroik just picked up her 4th foul. Claire Nelson heading back to the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like never even happened. So 2 of the top players in this game tonight in major foul trouble as Claire Nelson throws a line drive and misses the free throw. Ella Van Order checks back in for Pacelli. 7:47 to go. Nelson's second one is good. Back to an 8-point game with 7:47 to go.
Yes. And this is the time now, if you're Assumption, to try to take advantage with Zeroik out there on the bench.
Van Order on the block. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Vollert. Fowler dribbled it off of Van Order's foot. Jaglinski on the left wing. Right side for Kavanaugh. Smith's at the top of the key. Left side for Vollert. Traveled with it. Yep, she took a couple of hop steps after she got the ball. 7:16 to go here in this one. Made a Custom Apparel in Stevens Point provides quality decorated apparel from hometown schools and summer teams to corporate and team outings, along with promotional items and sporting goods. Made a Custom Apparel, Business Park, Stevens Point.
And there is still plenty of time in this game to come back from an 8-point deficit. So Assumption doesn't have to feel like they're against the clock. And Pacelli, they still have to execute their stuff on offense.
Fiona goes baseline to Yenter, throws it down to Van Order. Again, somehow found her, and one. Ella Van Order, a strong finish. She'll head to the line for +1 with 6:54 to go. The and one is no good. Rebounded by Claire Nelson. 10-point Cards lead with 6:48 left. Jordan Jaglinski well beyond the three-point line. Lydia Smits on the left wing. Claire Nelson top of the key. Back over to Jaglinski. Quick release three is off the mark. The rebound taken by Cashin for Pacelli. And going to be taken away by Jaglinski. The reverse layup is no good. Rebounded by Van Order. It's going to be a foul on Jordan Jaglinski. That might be her fourth. And Pacelli's going to be shooting free throws the rest of the game. And Jordan Jaglinski has 4 fouls with 6:23 to go. Not the person that's obviously Schooley's already fouled out, but Jaglinski would be another detrimental loss here for Assumption with only 2 other girls that are suited up the rest of the game.
Yeah, bad second option for a 4th foul.
Jaglinski's got 4. Vollard's got 3. In and out for Van Order and rebounded by Smits.
Ryan Klein is fired up, Steve.
Lydia Smits regains it. Down low to Nelson in the lane. It's going to be a foul on Van Order on the floor with 6:08 to go in the ball game. (51-41). Pacelli on top. Assumption had a quick lead of 40-39, and Pacelli's been all Cardinals since. And another turnover by Assumption.
Yeah, ever since Schooley had to exit this game, it's just been really dead on the offense and quiet for Assumption. And, I mean, Pacelli, they haven't really put much stuff together either.
Another offensive rebound, and Casey Vaughn. What an acrobatic, athletic shot that was. Wow. Kavanaugh, Smits, back out to Vollert. Nelson at the top of the key, steps into a 3, is way off the mark. Again, one thing Coach Klein said on the coaches show on Sunday when he called in with the small numbers that they're going to get conditioned this week. And another turnover on Assumption. 7:15 to go, or 5:17 to go. Goodness. Pionik up ahead. Yenter to Van Order and finishes.
Pacelli's starting to take over a little too much right now, and Assumption really has to put something together. I'm surprised Ryan Klein hasn't called a timeout.
Vollert's corner for Kavanaugh. Tipped again. It's going to be a foul on Casey Vaughn, and Addie Vollert will be shooting free throws. Bonus here for Assumption. That's going to be Vaughn's 3rd. With 4:52 to go. Brian Roosh is your Central Wisconsin Whitetail Properties land specialist. Turn to Brian for all your hunting property questions and needs. That's Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Vollert earns the second one. Got Schooley fouled out in about 9:20 left in the second half for Assumption. And as Brendan mentioned, it has been stalemate offensively for the Royals ever since. Cashin with it. Back over to Yenter. Jordan Jaglinski's got to be careful. She's got 4 fouls and right to the basket.
I'm surprised there's no foul at all called on that. Either could have been an offensive charge or defensive foul.
Vollert with it all the way to the basket. There's going to be a foul on the drive, and Addie's going to be heading back to the free throw line. Yeah, charge, block, something, a lot of contact, nothing called. 4:24 to go, 14-point lead for Pacelli. Wisconsin River Orthopedics encourages you to stop living with the pain. Come see them and let's get you back to living your life to the fullest. For joint pain, rehabilitation, urgent care, and more, come to Wisconsin River Orthopedics here in Wisconsin Rapids. Fowler earns the second with 4:24 remaining. 2 for 2 for Addie. Going to be taken away by Vollert. And it's going to be a foul on Addie, and Casey Vaughn heading back to the free throw line. Bonus free throws, and Addie Vollert just picked up her 4th as well. Royals might run out of players here.
I was about to say, well, Steve, we got 4 minutes and 20 seconds left, and we might be seeing the longest 4 minutes and 20 seconds we've ever seen.
Off the mark, rebounded by Nelson. Vollert at the right wing. There's a screen from Nelson. Back out to Jaglinski. Jordan for 3 is off the mark. Tipped around. Ball still loose, and it's going to be out of bounds to Assumption with 4:03 to go. Pacelli fans can't believe it, but again, officials have a much better view than we do down on the floor. And Zroik will check in with her 4, as will Katie Ilka with 4:03 to go in this one. Nice round of applause for Cashin and Van Order. Up ahead to Kavanaugh, left side, and finishes. Good pass there by Vollert.
That was a really nice find. About a 30-foot pass cross court from Vollert, and a beautiful finish from Kavanaugh.
Right side versus Roik. Back out, Vaughn. Good quick passing. Free throw line is up and good for Yenter.
It's been that kind of night for Kaylin Yenter. She's got 11 points tonight, and she averages about 8.5 points per game this season.
Vollert dribbled it off of her foot. And back to Pacelli it'll go with 3:29 to go.
If Pacelli can hang on to this win tonight, their winning streak is going to go up to magic number 20.
And Addie Vollert has just fouled out of the game as well. So Vollert's out, Schooley's out. It'll be Voss or Carroll, and Kylie Carroll will check in as Jaden Zroik will head to the free throw line. And that should be all she wrote here tonight from Assumption. Don't want to write them off too early, but that's your number 1 post player and your guard. See how things pan out. Coach Klein will take a timeout. 3:24 to go, 12-point Pacelli lead, 30-second timeout. Back after this, Selesky Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Vollert and Schooley both out for Assumption have fouled out of this game here with 3:24 to go. Pacelli leading by 12, 59-47. Again, Royals had a little lead, 40-39. It's been all Cardinals since that, especially when Schooley fouled out. Jaden Zroik at the free throw line for her 2nd. Double bonus free throws off the mark, and an offensive rebound by Kaylin Yenter.
Kaylin has just been there at the glass for those second chance points all night, and now she's up to 13.
And Kylie Carroll traveled with it. 3:14 to go, 61-47. Pacelli will improve to 22-1 on the year. Assumption will drop their 2nd game in a row. They'll head to Stratford on Thursday to round out the season. Pacelli will play host to Wild Rose on Thursday to round out the regular season. Pacelli will be back in action regional semifinal against Three Lake Phelps or Rib Lake. Game's at 7 o'clock next Friday. Brendan will be there. Assumption will start playoff action against Port Edwards on Tuesday in a regional quarterfinal here at Assumption High School. We will not have that game live. We will have highlights of that game. This will be a 30-second timeout with 2:43 to go here in Wisconsin Rapids. Again, a lot of games on the network, a handful of them coming up on Thursday as well. Make sure to go over to ZaleskySports.com. You can check them all out there later on. In Assumption sectional, we went through Pacelli's. Assumption in the 1. Port Edward 16, Central Wisconsin Christian at 9, Fall River at 8, Wild Rose at 5, Rio at 12, Cambria Friesland at 13, Randolph at 4, Oakfield 3, Hilbert 14, Reedsville 11, Almond Bancroft at 6, Valley Christian at 7, Elkhart Lake Glenbeulah at 10, Tri-County 15, and Oshkosh Lourdes at number 2. One of the toughest sectionals in the state with Assumption, Randolph, Lourdes, and Oakfield, and that one's off the mark. Another offense rebound. Foul's going to be on the floor. Nonetheless, it's going to be a shooting foul. See who it goes on here. If it's Jaglinski, she's going to foul out. No, it's on Kavanaugh. Pionik heading to the free throw line. Double bonus free throws nonetheless. 2:37 to go. A 23-7 run here for Pacelli since after Assumption had the 40-39 lead. Pionik 1 for 2, another offense rebound by Yenter, and hands it off to Pionik and makes the layup.
Ever since Anna Schooley got fouled out of this game, it's just been all of Pacelli Cardinals here in the second half. What a run that they're making.
Jaglinski dribbles it right into the hands of Maddie Pionik. Up ahead to Casey Vaughn with 2:10 to go in this one. Vaughn on the right side, hands it off to Maddie. Yenter at the top of the key. Back over to Zroik. It's a screen from Ilka. Cutting all the way to the basket, up and in. Count it and one. Wow.
What a pass from Jaden Zdroik, but then it's not just the pass, the finish from Kalen Yenter, the junior getting things done to bring Pacelli up big time.
Maddie Voss will check in as Lydia Smits will see her senior night come to an end. 1:55 to go, 66-47 Pacelli. And Yenter has had herself quite the last about 4 minutes here. Up to 16 tonight. Kavanaugh out to Jake Linsky. Steps into a three, is too strong. And tipped up. The ball's still loose. Ball's still loose. It's going to be a jump ball to Assumption with 1:40 to go in this one.
The rim in the second half has just not been Assumption's friend. It's been a pretty tough going for this team, but they have so much to look forward to as we get to the end of the regular season here.
Yeah, Royals hoping to get Riley Stabloski back, Sarah Shaw back before the postseason. Obviously, to have your second post player and your number one guard back before the playoffs begin would be ideal for Assumption. 1:20 to go here in Wisconsin Rapids. Jaden Zroik picked up her dribble at half court, finds Casey Vaughn. Ilka with it with 1:05 remaining. Brendan will be on the court, talk to Pacelli after the Cardinals win here tonight. Convincing win. As Ilka on the left block finds Pionik back out to Yenter. He's going to kill some time here. No, they'll take it to the basket. Ilka on the left side. Skips it all the way over to Pionik. Finds a cutting Zroik. Big time win here for Pacelli.
They're just taking all the time off the clock, and the Pacelli faithful are most definitely celebrating this one as they should.
Down low, Pionik finishes it out here for Pacelli. Cardinals lead by 22 here with 20 seconds remaining.
15 points for Maddie Pionik.
And Maddie Voss throws it, Kylie Carroll threw it away. Maddie Voss not there, and they will dribble it out here tonight. Pacelli will improve to 22-1 on the season. Assumption will fall to 21-2 on the year. Pacelli back in action against Wild Rose on Thursday. Assumption back in action at Stratford on Thursday as well. It is time now for our Next Step Prosthetics post-game show. Following these messages, watch our Next Step Prosthetics post-game show. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout Central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Brendan will be on the floor in just a little bit here on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Chai.
Chai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life. Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Chai.
Chai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back to Assumption High School as Brendan Retzloff awaiting the huddle to break up there for Pacelli. It is all Cardinals here tonight, 69-47 over the Assumption Royals. Again, it all went down after the Royals were up 40-39. Pacelli went on quite the run. A 30-7 run to end the game. Again, Anna Schooley fouled out with about 9:23 left in the game. Addie Vollert fouled out at the end as well, as Brennan awaits coach here. And we'll turn it over to Brennan here in just a moment. I believe he's going to bring in Kaylin Yenter. Kaylin had a big-time game. 16 points, I believe, a lot of them in that second half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 second half points for Kaylin Yenter as she led the way here tonight for. We'll send it over to Brendan Retzloff.
I got Steve. Welcome back, everybody, here on Zaleski Sports. Brendan Retzloff, Allison Smaglick joined alongside me. 20 straight wins for you guys' program, but this one was a whole lot different than all the other ones. A big team effort. What was it behind this team tonight?
It's just amazing how unselfish, these girls are. Any given night, someone can step up. Jaden struggled a little bit on the offensive end, but like I just told the group, is she does other things to help make this team better, whether it's passing, getting after it on the defensive end. But Kaylin did a fantastic job stepping up. Maddie, who's our second leading scorer, who comes off of the bench, did a fantastic job. And they were just playing smart. In the first half, I was a little concerned about some of our choices and decisions. But in that second half, they started to come together. And I told them when they went on a run with us and got within one, I believe, I said, I have total faith in them that they will counter that, and we have done that all year. And so once we countered that, we just kept rolling, and the next thing I know, I'm looking up, and it's a 20-point game.
Things were most definitely rolling for you guys right after Anna Schooley got fouled out of the game. But Jaden, she got in foul trouble. up to 4. She had 5 points in this game. You had 3 different players score in double digits for you guys, and Jaden wasn't one of them, which is a different thing for you guys. So with this win and how different it was compared to the other ones, like, how does this make you feel going towards the end of the season into the playoffs?
Well, you know, Jaden's going to be Jaden. She's going to do everything and anything for this team. This year she hasn't been in foul trouble much. She mostly plays the whole game. But this was kind of a good test for us to, you know, in case this type of situation comes up in future games. If she gets shut down, if, you know, they scout us and see, like, hey, everything runs through Jaden, and they shut her down, other girls have to step up, and that's what they did tonight. So I'm really proud of how they played. But overall, like, Jaden understands her role, and she does a fantastic job of doing other things to make this team better.
Coming up next for you guys is your final game of the year, a conference game. What's it going to take to go undefeated against Wild Rose?
Well, free throws is always a go-to. It's our kryptonite. But just keep, you know, using the momentum with, you know, this last week, over a week has been some tough games. So just having that mental capacity to continue to get better in the areas that we need to get better in. Wild Rose, you know, coming into this program, they have, it's one of their teams on the list that they circle. So it's going to be a good matchup. Last time we didn't have our best first half and start, but it's a home game, which is nice, and it's senior night, so we get to celebrate them. So hopefully we can get a W.
It'll be a fun one for you guys. Congrats on the win, Coach.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we'll pass things now to Kaylin Yenter, our Highlight House player of the game. 16 points tonight. You got your lucky maraca. What's it with the lucky maraca for this team? Has it been all year where you guys have had this?
We didn't start right away at the beginning of the year, but I think I'd say maybe the 5th or 6th game we brought it on, and we've just been winning ever since. So
It's most definitely working. I'm guessing you guys are going to hang on to that all throughout the rest of the year. But this game and win for you guys was totally different than all the other games you have played this year. How much does this mean to you guys that this seemed a lot more like you guys shared the ball more in a team win like that?
it's definitely a good team win right before playoffs. So hopefully you can continue this, the way we play and the energy, and bring that through playoffs with us.
20 straight wins for you guys. You got Wild Rose coming up. What's it going to take to be undefeated in the conference this year?
Play smart. They're a pretty fast team, so don't get rushed when they pressure the ball. And yeah.
I'll put you in the Highlight House. Congrats on the win.
Thank you. I'm Kaylin Yenter, and I'm in the house.
Congrats. All right, folks. I'll pass things up into the box with Steve, and yeah, take it away.
Thank you, Brendan. As Kaylin Yenter is our Zaleski Sports Player of the Game tonight, as the Pacelli Cardinals pick up the win here tonight, 69-47 over Assumption. Royals back in action Thursday. They head to Stratford. Pacelli back in action Thursday. They host Wild Rose. A good one here tonight, as Pacelli will improve to 22-1 on the year. Assumption falls in back-to-back games. They are now 21-2 on the season. For my broadcast partner, Brendan Retzloff, Josh Bush, and Olivia Zimmerman, this is Steve Mave signing off from Assumption High School. Again, the Pacelli Cardinals pick up a road win here tonight, 69-47. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. We'll talk to you again on Thursday right here, Zaleski Sports.